Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are playing the combo, but the upgraded version, in which has been performing incredibly well for a lot of players on the ladder, at least in best of one. This has hit #1 mythic and has also gotten Covert Go Blue to mythic as well, because this is where this exact list is kind of coming from. Besides one Grand Abolisher, I opted to play a third 3 steps ahead over 3 Grand Abolishers because too many of those doesn't quite serve the purpose that I like. But outside of that, what are we trying to do? As on screen, there will be the combo, but basically what you're wanting to do is you're going to have Abuelos target Rakdos joins up in the graveyard once it's in there, and having a Hulking Metamorph in there as well. So Rakdos joins up will re-enter the battlefield, bringing the Hulking Metamorph back, copying the Rakdos joins up. They'll both be legendary permanents and creatures, which will trigger the bottom mode of Rakdos joins up, doing 18 damage with this specific version of the combo. It'll do 18 damage per cycle. Hulking Metamorph will go back in the graveyard because you sack it per legendary rule, and then it will be able to be returned to the battlefield off the Rakdos joins up ETB that it did to itself, returning back to the battlefield and doing another 18. And you can do that technically infinitely if you would like, but you can also just choose to not copy with Hulking Metamorph. So here we are. What's the plan? How are we going to do it? What makes this so different than when it first initially came out? When the deck first dropped, it was all about mill. It was put cards in the graveyard, put them in the graveyard, put them in the graveyard. It was like the Sultai Emergence deck where you just wanted everything in the yard. You just wanted to hit the combo piece and have a Rakdos joins up or a Hulking Metamorph. Well, both, I guess, not or. Both in the graveyard, and you just want to do the combo and hope your opponent kind of doesn't have it, really, is what the initial goal was. Now what we're doing is we're playing cards like 3 steps ahead and No More Lies to counter the spells that are trying to stop us from doing whatever we're doing, or trying to remove the Rakdos joins up, as it is a very vulnerable creature coming back as a 1/1 in play. So it dies to pretty much any removal overall, so you got to be very careful of that. But what we're trying to do is get to that 6 mana spot and keep up with No More Lies, or with the Cavern of Souls, have Grand Abolisher come in uncounterably. This card is a commander all-star, but during your turn, your opponents can't cast spells or activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. The only thing that they can really do is Otawara your thing. Pretty much all they got. And most of the time it's going to be a one-off copy in their deck, so that's kind of all they can do. But Grand Abolisher, you want to put it in uncounterably on turn 6 if you can, and then go for the combo. We actually have a really good example of that in the video, where our opponent is trying to just hold up as much counter magic as they can, and they get incredibly punished for that. So outside of that, let's just go ahead, hop into the games, as the games definitely explain the deck way better than any person could in a very quick intro. But outside of that, let's go ahead and dive in. Well, if I'm going to say something about this hand, it's the fact that it works pretty well. We'll keep. Run the draw. Faithful Mending on 2 to put the combo in the yard. It's maybe Esper. Who really knows? Finding a supporting piece plus the card that wins us the game will be very important, of course. Getting that off the battlefield will also be important, I think. This returns, but our other card targets, and then it cares about that a lot. We can always Nganjo it next turn. Probably feel pretty safe if I have to guess with this in play. We'll see if they actually maybe play a Rafine and then go for it here. See. Are you sure? That we don't care about too much. We're really just hoping for a tap out on Rafine, a move to combat, a target on Dennick, and a Nganjo Dennick. Oh, wow. Look at this. Couldn't work out any more perfect for us. And just like that, we name him human. We do this. Pay 0. Submit 0. Join up comes back. We got the Dennick off the board. This enters. We copy. We do the combo. We only have to do it twice here. We'll return this. We'll copy. And then do this. I almost misclicked. Then this will ask when it comes in, do I want to copy? I want to decline. Have it enter. And we find lethal just like that. And we mapped out the entire game. That's pretty sick. Opponent goes first. We have the combo. We have the mending. Well, we have the combo starter, I guess, if you want to say that. We have the mending to get the joins up in the yard. We just have to find the other piece in time. And this is a good life gainer to make sure we don't just fold. The only problem is like having 2 awakenings is pretty tough. I prefer to have like these in like to try to find this card in comparison to the other ones, because obviously these are vulnerable to discard, but we'll wait until our opponent decides if they're keeping or not. All right, our opponent keeps. We're here. Show me mono red. I mean, you fit all the description. Anyone? It is. Ooh. Not mono red. Well, that's a good find as long as I find another white mana, and I do, so I'll keep. This is... What is this? You... Opponent, please. We don't have to be here all day. Ah! Yep. You're even a rot pre-stack and you're doing this, dude? Come on now. We don't have to do this, bro. We don't have to take all the time in the world to make a game decision. If your deck wins, it wins. You don't have to try to time people out, big dog. Alright, what you got? I have nothing. Absolutely nothing. Here. Have this. Jeez. Could argue maybe I'm supposed to keep the other one, but I knew I was going to draw another one, of course, didn't you? Let's do this. I'll most likely probably March phase out the 2 creatures, and then I'll be in some real trouble, but it is what it is. That's my guess for what they have. Also, I guess could be a fading hope, but who knows? Yeah, dude. You're so sick. Cat. They're just like hitting the time every time they make a decision. I don't know why. It's just like not that complicated. Just make a call. You know? Oh boy, wouldn't it be sick though? Don't. Good. Brother, if you didn't want to play Magic, you didn't have to queue up. You know that? You can get wins by just playing a better deck. Sure. Ending. Oh boy. Oh man. Now I'm in this confliction, right? Because part of me just wants to lock down this board. If they have counterspell, like, I'm still probably not dead next turn, right? I take 3. So if they counter this, they surveil, go to 4. They would have to have exactly March. Screw it. This one is... Oh, well, it resolved. You have March anyway? Oh, that makes sense, I guess. Turn. Resolve. We'll see how this turn plans out, because then I can temporary lockdown and then no more lives. But I might just be dead anyway, regardless. Oh. You have Serum Snare? I think the plan has to be lockdown plus no more lives. And exactly for that reason right there. Now we lock him down. And then we go for the combo next turn. You never know. We probably don't have it. I mean, they're playing to the fact that I might not have it. Or I do have it. This one. Well, that immediately resolved. First time to respawn. Makes sense. That is fine. I don't have another one, do I? I do not. Do I have a way to discard this? I just need to put a land on top. All right, well, that's interaction. Move to combat. This one. I just wait. Do I like have to do anything? Maybe not. That kind of snapped resolved. Yeah, I'm down to just wait. Yeah, I was so they have to deal with my 9/9 anyway, so it's like we give a lot of questions. So all that stalling, and maybe you never know what's going on at somebody's table. Like when they're playing, they could have had crazy things going on. I don't know, but it's like at the same time, just don't queue up and then wait until the timer's halfway through every time to make like game actions, please. If I mean, wow, like a little bit of a weird hand, but like I kind of vibe with this hand. Ass. Michael, why are the mono red? I kind of want to draw this temporary lockdown. I mean, I guess I can cast it right now. So just get rid of those. Just get the lockdown hand. Put my O3 in play. Human. Play archaeologist here. Wow. That's pretty good. I thought about like not even necessarily doing anything with this. Lock. Yeah. Is that your whole turn? God, these mono red players be crazy, dude. Hey, look at you go. Sure. Yes. Let me cast this one, please. Huh. I want to be so rude. I'm not going to. But I do think it would be kind of funny to just temporarily lock down their board. But, yeah. Weirdly enough, I don't even know if they would have won regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what turn... Like, if they would have monster straight play Kamana, right? And then this turn, they would have played a 3-drop Godric, maybe? And then I still have, like, plenty of life. Especially because, like, I would just have locked down the turn before. I don't know. It's weird. Very cool, though. Big winner, boy. You do have a way to draw and discard cards and counter spells, so kind of act as double duty, and I can play an Abolisher on turn 2 if I want. The card to leave on top. I'll probably just play Abolisher just in general to make sure my opponent can't interact with me. That's the skeleton. I'm in danger. I know what's happening. Can't trick me. Mr. Whatever the 3-drop skeleton man is. I know what you're up to. It's not even close to what they're doing. They're like, I'm doing nothing, dude. I got nothing going on. Don't you worry about me. They're telling me to focus on myself. You know what? I'll strike back. I have 3 counter spells. Don't you dare play Cavern. Look at you. Remember when we used to play Fabled? I don't know what they're playing, chat. Genuinely, no idea. Sure. I'm drawing 2 and looking for a temporary lockdown. That's what I'm doing. I can't be convinced otherwise. Lockdown. Sometimes, chat, the game's just that easy. I want so bad to do this and then bring this back, but I know it's an awful idea. This one. Give me everything. I mean, to be fair, it might be what I have to do anyway. I lied. What do you have for a mana? Play with fire? Just like holding it here? I mean, that makes sense. I guess like wait in turn. This is only copy artifact or creature? Ugh. Wait for 2, dude. It's in there. This one? This is portal, right? Very lockdown, how dare you? There's a combo in here. That's thick. View browser in there. Because now, to me, it doesn't matter if they get rid of Rakdos joins up. Right? Because I'm going to put a 9/9 in play. Even if they get rid of my Rakdos joins up. Alright, well now it's lethal. I'm going to do it once just in case they have something. They do have 5 mana. I don't know what it could be. But I am going to do it one more time. Maybe they've not seen the combo before. Maybe they don't know what's happening. Which would be weird, but like also not everybody watches content as much as we'd like for people to believe that everybody knows everything about the meta at all times. But decline. But we'll see. Yeah, I just don't think they know. Is it possible that they're like playing a plat and just haven't seen it before? Because like that response and how our opponent just played that reminded me of the first time I ever did it, and the opponent's kind of like watching it happen. I mean, it could be, could not be. I don't know. It is what it is. But 3 Swiss Spears into our temporary lockdown was crazy. Sure. Blue. I have Fading Hope. Be scared. Oh, you don't care. You're like, is it prowess probably if I had to take a guess? Maybe not. Just use is it control. Sure. Don't worry, there's nothing in my graveyard. Don't worry about anything. In turn. This is like is it artifact deck? Iron Crag's fine. Yeah. I just used the one in my graveyard, but that's for somebody else to worry about, not me. I'll get rid of one of those. Dude, I keep drawing the combo pieces after I discard my cards. It's making me so upset. Odawara. Now I'm gonna go for it, hoping they tap out, but they've been holding mana up the entire time. No, we're on. They're not gonna budge at all. And then I'm just gonna have to get to the point that I have it plus counterspell, if not multiple counterspells. Or find a Grand Abolisher and then play it and then play the next spell. I could lock down here too. Just draw like these lands in a row. I'm actually not opposed to that. Because lockdown does take away some of their mana here. I'll play the 5th mana. Do it like, let's just do it like this. Play here. Let's just hold the counterspell up for now. I don't trust that they don't have counterspell or removal. Like, they're gonna have something of the sort. Otherworldly Gaze here. Let's make sure this is where we want to be. I can go. I guess you can go for now. Human. Flamus Lockdown. Let's take some of their stuff away. And now we're just looking for an additional land or no more lines, things like that. Honestly, best case scenario is Grand Abolisher. You're unsure why, because once it resolves through a uncounterable path, the only thing it could do is Odawara us, which they probably play, but we're gonna make them do it. Ben, honestly, just Ben all this. We're looking for one card and one card only right now. Grand Abolisher, uncounterable. What do we got? And this is why I opted for this version over the other one that I saw. Covert Go Blue was on to something when he said, I'm going to start playing Grand Abolisher. Don't get me wrong. It could have had Odawara, but it's probably a one of. I'm going to take the gamble there. Like, there's no reason for me not to. So we just sit there. We watch them hold counter magic to prevent us from winning when we go for it. We get a cavern. We play it. We put a Grand Abolisher in uncounterable, and we get to win the game because of it. Oh, we have to mull this hand. Can't keep a one-lander. Not like that, at least. Jace can go. Ooh. Ooh. Hmm. Ah, this sucks. Oh man, that is actually horrible. Yeah, guess. Turn. Yeah. You're dead, chat. Mono. Monstrous Rage. Yeah. What a sick deck, dude. Honestly, leaving this on top is probably a massive mistake, by the way. Probably should never leave that on top here. Like now it's like, now I want this. But man, my hand just feels so slow, dude. I'm at 9. That thing's gonna go down by a ton. Yeah, I guess. Human. We'll try. I mean, realistically, we do have a chance to win. Like, if they don't do enough to kill us here, we have it. But if it's like... It hurts so bad. So it's 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, if you got another spell, dude, you got it, man. I probably should faithful mending in this spot anyway. I don't think it really mattered which way I went about it. Yeah, it had to be faithful mending because I had to look for the win. Yeah, we weren't even close anyway, so it doesn't matter. Not even close to finding it. Okay, well, here we are. This is the final kind of deck list that a lot of people have been settling on, and Covert Go Blue definitely had a big inspiration on it as well. But before that, before we went and found this list of his, there was a version that looked really, really similar to this that hit #1 Mythic. Now, did they hit it on the 3rd day of the season? Yes. Does that mean they're almost guaranteed to hit in the top like 100, if not close to the top 10s? Yes. If you're the first one to hit Mythic, you'll hit 1. So it's a little misleading on that that side, because if you do play a spicy deck that's like this, that the meta is not necessarily aware of or prepared for or anything like that, then yeah, it's a lot easier to climb because nobody knows what's going on. Sometimes they'll let a thing resolve that they shouldn't, or things like that. Not saying anything that like the player's not good or anything, because I personally don't even know who did it. But this deck has curved from being an all-out combo deck into more of a, I will kind of control the game for a little while, and then I will finish the game with an I win the game button. This deck feels a lot kind of like Scapeshift would feel in Modern or something like that, or a other like Gristlebrand like Reanimator style deck, where like, even though that one's a little bit more all in on the combo, but the reason I think this deck kind of relies like a lot like Scapeshift, and that's why I like it a lot, because Scapeshift's my favorite deck with like Valakut, is it really is like, I'm going to remove this creature, I'm going to do this in order to get this, I'm going to try to get a little bit of value, get my land drops when I can, and then I'm going to put in the combo, or I'm going to put the spell in the stack that wins the game. Can you stop me right here, right now? And it's, if the answer is no, you lose. And that's what's very cool about the deck list. It can just win from anywhere. Aggro is not actually that bad of a matchup, because most of the times if you have a lockdown, you just shut them off for one whole turn. You can stagger them with the No More Lies, and then they don't really know what to do. Faithful Mending gains you some life, so it's not that bad. And if you just on turn 4 consistently against them, obviously it's not that easy. But if you could turn 4, even get like a lockdown in the yard for backups for Abuelos, because it does come in, but they can remove it. That's kind of the downside. But like Portal to Phyrexia in the graveyard is a good reanimate. Rakdos, not maybe the best, but it can bring back the Hulking Metamorph or something else if needed. So it's not as bad as it seems in terms of facing against aggro. This deck actually loves playing against Boros, which is weird. You would think like Boros is way too fast, and most of the time it is, but the best thing you can do against Boros is play Temporary Lockdown, because they can't answer it. They never can. Some play Get Lost, but those people, not real. They don't exist. Don't play. But other than that, this deck's super sick. I think watching the combo explains it more than I ever could in terms of just talking about the list. So that's going to be it for me today. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.